Okay, welcome in everybody. Happy Friday. Hope everybody's doing well. Well, we got a lot to talk about tonight. FBI lying, Kash Patel. What is going on? What is going on? 9 days and of Charlie Kirk's assassination. What in the world is going on? I'm watching true crime podcasts, channels. We're going to dive in exactly on what the hell is going on. So welcome in Brian and Mustang Mike. Appreciate the membership, Brian. Hey, Brian, hope you're doing well. Laughs, how are you? Kyrie, hey, appreciate you guys being here. Hope everybody's doing well, first of all, and enjoying your family, most importantly, enjoying your life. And God bless everybody, and if you're off the next two, enjoy your weekend. On today's topic here, guys, come on in, come on in. Lots of, by the way, as I was coming on this video, we got Antifa. I might cover that. We'll see how it goes, see how my voice holds up. But we got Antifa, we got protests going on, we got all kinds of stuff going on in the world right now with these protests and this Antifa. It's nuts. Let me just see. Let me get some report here. What's going on here? Yeah, we got the Antifa protest in California. It's totally nuts. Israel behind Tyler Robertson. Israel now is included. We're gonna touch that. And who are the other suspects, or if any? Come on in. Let's talk about that on this Friday night. Appreciate you guys being here. We got a lot to talk about, and it's really upsetting me. Hello, Sherry. Good to see you tonight. As I lost my notes here, so bear with me. We're going to talk about Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel protest. What the hell's happening? Jimmy Kimmel protest, separate from the Antifa. We got Jimmy Kimmel protest earlier today on this Friday. We got Antifa protest. We got people still hating on the Charlie Kirk. Ozzy, how are you? Always good to see you. So a lot is going on this, well, this whole week. It's only been 9 days. This beautiful man, 9 days. And, you know, of course, the funeral is open to the public on Sunday, but 9 days. And twist and turning and Kash Patel, this stuff. Guys, I'm going to dive into all that today and what the hell is going on and why aren't they telling us everything? Well, I'm just going to come out right now and say, because they're not going to tell us. We're not Hollywood, right? They're not going to tell us everything. Why? They're just going to give us the facts. And what do we have? We're going to get into that. But before I do, wow, I only see one like on here. So thank you for the one like. Appreciate it. I don't know what's going on here. We have 65 in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here. Listen, we're going to go over some stuff here. I'm just going to read some stuff. Here's this. I can't believe I'm hearing Israel could be behind this, okay? And the question is, there might be suspects, and we're going to cover the suspects. Oh, yeah, there might be other suspects, but it's not what you're thinking. Look, one shooter, and that's it. All right, that's what we have. We have one shooter was left behind, a screwdriver, and a towel with DNA. This guy will never be out. That's up to you guys, not up to me. But I will tell you who the other suspects. We already covered it 3-4 times. And I said, Maribel, should I cover again? She goes, go ahead. My wife. Suspects are who? Discord. Some of those people on Discord and text messages. Possibly with him and his lover. That is the suspects. Not directly to murder, but suspects that I've said many times, and now all of a sudden you're hearing about it, on more charges. So the FBI are not going to come out and say it right now because they are developing a case. A case. Yeah, we got Antifa. Hey, Mike. Mike, how you doing, my friend? Always good to see you. Thank you, Mike, for being here. Yeah, we got Antifa. We got all kinds. Jimmy Kimmel. I read about Jimmy Kimmel's protest. I'm not really surprised. Hey, Natalie, how are you? Come on in. Now, listen, guys. Did he have help? Did this man... I hate to say this guy's name. I tell you why. You guys agree, yes or no? I'm only going to say it. Mike, do me a favor if you're going to be here for a little bit. Make sure I don't say it more than 3 times. Why should we give this guy Tyler, number one? Number one, Mike. Why should we give this guy Tyler Robertson any kind of fame? No! We shouldn't talk about it. But here I am. I promise you, that's number one. So this guy had help in the chat. Do you really think he had help from Israel? Did he have help from somebody else? Was his dad involved? Thank you, Mike. Who else was involved? Guys, why is Cash Patel? Cash Patel only can put out what's out there. By the way, real quick, on the Epstein files, they're trying to crucify Cash Patel. Excuse me. Cash Patel can't go back to Hoover in the FBI. Cash Patel only can go back to what he has. Stuff's been burned up, ripped up from other parties, Republican, Democrat. So, you know, it's unfair for Cash Patel, in my view, my opinion, to get criticized on this Charlie Kirk updated situation and why he's not investigating. I'm sure he is investigating. He's not going to tell us all. By the way, I'm Sal. Come on in. Thank you for being here. God bless Donald Trump and the J.D. Vance. And I got to tell you, 9 days. It's been 9 days that Charlie Kirk has passed and is in heaven. And, you know, I'm not knocking. Please, guys, don't read into this. I am not knocking anybody's YouTube, podcast, or news. They're an amazing group. Okay, and they're not wrong. But they're not exactly right. And it's their channel. What I'm out there and going to break down some things here is the FBI lying. In the chat, before I go any farther, do you think, I don't hold you against it, do you think the FBI is lying to us, let me continue, on the Charlie Kirk assassination? Just on that. Is Cash Patel, FBI, lying to the people, to the family of Charlie Kirk? Yes or no? We got to know right off the bat. Hey, appreciate you guys being here. I'm going to break this down because I think sometimes, guys, I'll start with me, myself too, with the Epstein file. I went a little cuckoo too. So I'm calling myself out. That's right. I just called myself out. Sometimes it's just the obvious. Just the obvious. One man, Mike, I said man, one piece of shit did this crime, but had conspiracy, bullying, help, in my opinion, from social media and Discord. And I've said this multiple times. Discord should take a very close look into these chat rooms, what's going on. Not just the gay and lesbian or transgender or hillbilly or Italian or Irish, so on and so forth. I'm talking taking a close look on all chat rooms, including YouTube, including Facebook, and just keep an eye on things. Not to prosecute, but look for patterns. Patterns on the hate, on Donald Trump, on public speakers, on me, on you. Threats. Not little people, aka trolls, stupid comments. Yeah, just stupid comments. Yeah, get timed out, whatever. I'm talking real hate and threats. That is what they need to look at. But I think the suspects they need to look at, in my view, is Discord and other messages that were in his phone. And by the way, you can erase your little Discord, guys. If anybody out there thinks you're ahead of the authorities, it's out there. So if anybody out there that's young, older, just keep an eye. You can delete all your little photos, all the messages. Once it's out there, it's gone. I could put this video out there and erase it for whatever reason. I don't. It's still out there. All right, so it's out there. But FBI lying on Charlie Kirk assassination. That's what we're talking about if you're coming in this 9 minutes. Is the FBI lying? Will there be more suspects? Who else is behind it? Is Israel behind it? Who else? And that is what we're going to discuss probably for an hour. We also got Antifa, and we have the Jimmy Kimmel protest today, and much, much more on this Friday. It's like almost every Friday there's a protest in California. Am I right or wrong? Every Friday around this time, It'll go on to 1 o'clock, and Gavin Newsom smiling with these Antifa and other protests going on immigration, and now most recently Jimmy Kimmel, who will not get a job back. Oh, by the way, have you heard the latest, guys? I promise I'll read some comments. Have you heard the latest? It was Donald Trump who had Jimmy Kimmel fired. Bullshit! Bullshit. Donald Trump didn't have him fired. I'm sure Donald Trump is happy, smoking a bigger cigar than me. He doesn't smoke, but Donald Trump was just props to ABC. Donald Trump didn't fire this piece of crap, Jimmy Kimmel. So that's just not true. But now we're going to get into some more information, guys, here on the Charlie Kirk. First of all, I'm going to go over some things here. Let's do this. We know that what we know, Charlie Kirk parked his car. What? I got to get a wine. I'll salute for anybody. Hey, if you're able to drink, you know you can. Have a glass of wine, scotch, a whiskey, a beer, a cup of coffee or water. Sit back. We're having a good show here. Now, if you're new, only if you enjoy it, hit the like. Subscribe if you have. We got 23 likes, 451 here. That's ridiculous. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. The likes really help out our channel and continue in our success. And if you are new, we help out the homeless each and every day, almost every day. I didn't do a live yesterday, so thank you so much. We do help out the homelessness here in Las Vegas because you know what? Right now, here we go. Republicans don't give a shit. Yeah, I said it. Democrats surely don't give a shit. Whatever the hell they're called, right? Independents don't give a shit. And I'm not saying us. So I'm talking about the government. They don't care. They don't. All right, now let's go in there. So that's what we do. So thank you so much for liking, subscribing. Lots of homeless shorts I have put out there. And I try to do the best I can on as a loyal subscriber who wouldn't mind me saying this, Ozzy and other family members. All I can do, hey Sal, all you can do is try. All you guys can do is try. And that's trying to help out your neighbors, homeless, your family, yourself, in opposite order. All we can do is try. If we try, we can do better as a nation. All right, so here we go. Charlie Kirk is the FBI lying. Janine's here. Hello, Janine. Hello, Janine. What'd I do without you? I parked a car 1 mile away at a church parking lot. It was at a church parking lot. I don't know what church. We know he was a Mormon. And it's not right to call out all Mormons are bad because of one horrific crime. All right. Now, we know that. That's a fact. That's out there. Public information, 1 mile at a church. We know that, Mike, I almost did it, Mike, that this piece of crap man, all right, I'm not going to say his name more than 3 times, did it on the roof by himself. There was nobody else on the roof. No matter what you hear, guys, okay, with all this AI, one man on the roof. And that man was that piece of shit. There you go, Mike. Am I good or what? I'm trying not to give this guy any fame if you guys are wondering what the hell is he talking about. Number 2, he was limping. He was limping. He had a weapon between his fazulda, which is his private part in Italian. He had a weapon there, shotgun, in his private area. A fact. That caught that on camera. 1.5. And between his legs. Number 3, he turned his phone off after this horrific assassination. He turned his phone off, back on. This they have FBI, Kash Patel has given to the public. But we are, let's start with me. We all are anxious. We all want to hear more, right? Stay with me. We all want to hear that there was more people. And by the way, maybe. You guys, that's up to you guys. All right, I'll give you my opinion. But we all want to hear that there was more. There was another person. There was more people on the roof. There was more that was between his private area. This, that, whatever. Simply, we got to go by what we have. And this is what we have. Hey, shout out to John for a $5 donation. I'll just read that comment real quick. Pam Bondi needs to be fired for her hate speech and comments. I've had enough with her out of touch and incompetence. So, John, thank you so much for that, and I appreciate that generous donation. Um, I will say this, John, and it's not because you gave the donation. I agree half on that, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But thank you so much. All right, now, so we just went over the three that's out there. He parked the car 1 mile at a church. This guy, this crap, he was limping with a weapon between his legs, and he turned his phone off after the assassination, back on. Now, we also know that his mom recognized her son. Her son. So she recognized her son. It had to be hard. Had to be hard. If you're a parent, God forbid, it was your child or your grandson or your granddaughter, and you seen them on news, that's got to be hard. So I think it's unfair for people to say, oh, why didn't she call right away? That's hard. Now, you know damn right well, you know your own kids. We know our faces of our kids, right? Stepkids, grandkids, we know it, right? That's hard to digest. So for me, and you guys can hit me hard on this, I think it's unfair that she didn't make the call right away. That's what we're hearing. But she recognized her son. The partner, this transgender transition into a woman, notified authorities, called the father, told him what's going on. So this is what we know. We know, and based on that, we have to go by and trust the FBI. Can't we just trust the FBI? I know it's hard. I know it's hard to trust them, but this is what we have. I can tell you this. I've watched many of these views, and I don't see anybody else on that roof. A shout out to Justin Michael, to be exact. Hey, Justin, thank you so for that donation. Appreciate you. They talked about Jimmy Kimmel and free speech, and they're sad that he got fired, but there are FCC guidelines, and Charlie Kirk was assassination in front of his children for civil debate, aka free speech. Hey, thank you so much for that comment, and well said and well put together. I appreciate that so very much, and thanks for your help. By the way, these donations that you see on here, we'll forward it to the homeless people so we can increase and help out. And as Ozzy Ray says, so true, Justin. So thank you. All memberships as 100%. Whether you believe it or not, we are able, me and Maribel, and fortunate at the present time to forward it on to the homeless people here. Unless somebody says get a good cigar or something like that, I'll treat myself. So thank you very much. Just want to get out there, and then we're going to continue. So thank you so much. Now, what else do we know? What else do we know? Well, we know that the DNA they have on the screwdriver. We know there's DNA, and it's this shooter, Mike. I did good. By the way, when I'm talking with Mike, I'm trying not to give this guy any kind of fame. The shooter, who's going to be behind bars for the rest of his life and could face the death penalty, is why I'm going back and forth with Mike. In case I'm confusing anybody, so I apologize. Here's what we got. There is DNA on the screwdriver. I'm assuming the screwdriver was for whatever. And there's a towel with DNA. We know that. We know that he was the only one on the roof. I said that 10 times already. We have to go on that and trust Kash Patel. Trust the authorities on not telling us everything right now. I'm going to tell you this, that they are probably interviewing those 20 to 40 people on Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, it's pretty much like you can have your own chat group. You can get a group of 10 Philadelphia Eagle fans, Alabama fans, Trump fan, whatever, cooking channel, and grab them in the Discord. And you go back and forth. You can talk, show pictures. It's fun. I don't think Discord should be off, so don't misread me. But in this particular situation, I think the Discord needs to be investigated on that chat room. Anyhow, so I'm sure Kash Patel and the FBI are going to investigate Discord and those people that are in there. Now, so maybe you had 20, 30 people in there. Does that make them all guilty? No. Does that make them all behind this? No. What they're looking for, the FBI, is certain language. Language like Language like, I'm with you to the shooter. I think it's the right thing to do. Things like that. And I quote, that kind of language. And again, even if they do find that kind of language, I don't know how much, what the charge will be, whether it'll be a misdemeanor, gross misdemeanor, which is right underneath a felony, or even higher as a felony, maybe an arrest. I'm not law enforcement. I'm just telling you my sources and people that I talk to that are in the FBI and what they're looking for. So that's what they're looking for. They're not going to look for stuff like, well, I don't like this, so stay with me. They're not going to look for things like, well, Trump is a dictator. But I got to tell you guys, absolutely, Ozzy. I think going forward, if anybody, this is for me, I think that Donald Trump should have if they start saying Discord and Hitler, I think people should be held responsible. That's up to you. What do you guys think? Yes or no? You think, I'm not saying like arrest them, but they need to look at these people that are saying this over and over and over on the social chats. Hitler, dictator, that kind of stuff. Not the orange man, not bad president, not, tariffs. I'm talking about hate. Because for me, when you call a dictator or Hitler, it's in the oven for, that's right, for right there, it's hate. And now it's in the oven for a possibility for somebody to hear that, that's a sicko. Not all people that say that, but all people should be, I think, held accountable. Yes or no? And could go on in charge. So I think that has to stop. But they're going to look for certain languages in these chat rooms and try to get what the hell's going on with this. So that's what we know what's going on here on this. Hey, welcome in, guys. We have 914 in the chat, 49 likes. Appreciate the donations off the bat. Thank you so very, very much. Look, guys, I don't have all the answers. There's a possibility there could be somebody else involved. I don't know. I'm hearing that now. I'm hearing on certain podcasts and YouTube channels, and I'm not knocking them. They're good. But they're saying it wasn't even the suspect, that they need to release him. Have you guys heard that? That this guy that they got, this creep, are saying, no, they got the wrong guy. Come on, guys. Do you really think they got the wrong guy? Yes or no? I'm not going to get upset. You guys, a lot of you know me already, by the way. For those who don't, I'm South, and welcome into the podcast. I appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure that you spend time with your family. Make sure you enjoy life, because you could see how fast your life can be just like that on these horrific crimes and things like that. Look at Charlie Kirk. And by the way, his wife, Erica Kirk, is going to be stronger and stronger, and she's going to be speaking through him. And I'm allowed to say that. I should be able to say, speak through them. I should be able to say, I believe in Jesus Christ. I should be able to say there's a heaven. And I should be able to say, I don't judge for those who don't believe. And I've said that over and over. We should be able to have the common sense freedom of speech without direct threats of anybody. Because you've never heard me say threats on Biden, and I didn't support him at all. As a matter of fact, I come out and say prayers with Biden on his ongoing sickness. So we need to stop that. When I say we, I don't mean anybody on here. I'm just saying, I'm using the word we as a nation. All right, let's move on. So, once again, God bless everybody. And yes, I'm having a little wine this Friday night. I've had a tough week. Nothing tough than the family of Charlie Kirk. So, but you know what I mean. Just a little tough week. So, God bless everybody. Let's move on. Let me ask the chat this. Can I ask you guys this? And I promise I'll read some comments. Do you think Kash Patel is holding back on purpose? Do you think Kash Patel and the FBI are holding back on purpose? Or are they just holding back because they can't let us out? Gary says yes. None of the business, yes. David Bishop, welcome in. Appreciate you, my friend. God bless you. Kurt, how you doing? What do you guys think? Could that be the reason? Janine says yes. Welcome in. We have 914 in the chat. I volunteer. Thank you for volunteering. Whatever you do, appreciate it. Yeah. I'll read some comments here. Robin, how are you? Hey, shout out to Justin Michael, who's holding number one chat in here. Appreciate you, Justin, for your comments. Appreciate your energy. Shout out to the memberships and the moderators. Hey, shout out to Janine and Mike M, who are on here. If I missed any of the moderators, I apologize. Those are the two I seen. Teresa Wright says they can tell us everything. They can tell us everything. They have a trial to prepare. I agree, Teresa, but I agree with you. I agree. But, Teresa, and I'm not a lawyer, I'm not a judge or anything like that, but they have to be very careful because of Hollywood. You know what I mean by Hollywood, guys? Hollywood, they got to be careful on not throwing too much out of public information, because then it can really spoil the investigation, if I'm correct, and I think I might be, on this Discord. And yes, there could be maybe another suspect. I don't know. I don't see anybody else on the roof. Well, you keep saying roof there, meaning me. Could be somebody out there too. I'm just saying, as far as the roof goes, that's all we've seen. And I'm just giving you guys what we have. So, but you are right on that. I think it was Teresa. You know what's crazy to me? It's crazy how conspiracy things can start, and then all of a sudden, another one piggybacks, and then it piggybacks. Whoa! Little time out here. I want to shout out to Adrian, Ozzy Ray, our loyal subscriber and sponsors many of these lives. I think he had lots of encouragement. Yeah, I do too, Ozzy. I do too. I think, I've talked about this. Shout out real quick before Adrian. Shout out to Adrian, who helped me get involved with YouTube. And I know he's sitting back saying, continue to live there, Mr. Capano. But thank you. Shout out to Adrian, who's able to make these lives, who's a hardworking man. I think that it's like when you were in school. And I was guilty one time where there was a fight. For anybody who's over 40, we used to fight in school without any weapons. We didn't use weapons. We fought and we picked each other up. Sometimes I picked them up, and sometimes I got my nose busted. But when you're around that circle and you're like, go, go, go. Well, that is the same in Discord and social media chats with all this hate, but like on steroids. Like way worse, because we had somebody who lost their life, and that person was Charlie Kirk. And just like when Donald Trump was the assassination attempt twice, same thing. You have people, some on the left, oh boy, good. Oh my good. You know what I'm trying to say. I got to be careful with my wording on YouTube, but use your thoughts what I'm trying to say. So, this is actually the same, except now people are hiding on social media, and that's what you have. So I agree with Ozzy on that, yeah. So we'll see where it's all hold up. But as far as multiple shooters, look, I've watched some YouTube saying this. Whoa, there's multiple shooters. They're slowing down the live. They're showing down the video. Look at the bullet. And they're showing the bullet. It curved. The bullet didn't curve. Oh, there was another bullet stuck in the back. There was no other bullets. Look at it in slow motion. And I don't want to get into the graphics because I don't think I should. It's too graphic, and a lot of people can't talk. But use your imagination. They're like, they're trying to describe it and showing his body, and I'm not going to do it on here, and his face. That's bad. It's really bad for people to get hypnotized and believe in some of this stuff. Now, I've been guilty of this. I have. I've been guilty with the, most recently, Epstein files. I start thinking, well, this, that, whatever. So I call myself out. But I try to gather my thoughts. So it's human nature sometimes. But as far as the bullet gone crooked, and there's another shooter. Look, there he was. There she was. There was a parked car. Somebody else was involved. Hey, shout out to True Crime. Love True Crime. Hey, shout out to Nancy Grace. Love her. But I mean that. But I mean, even some of those shows, some of those, not her, but the guests they get on. I'm hearing these doctors, and they're like talking doctor talk and saying, well, it's possible. What's possible? There's possible another shooter. What are they watching? I don't know, guys. Is it me, or are we just going too far with a lot of this stuff? And now with AI, it's going to be worse. So, all right, let me get back into the comments here. I like to go on facts and what we know. I have my thoughts on FBI and Kash Patel, like that one subscriber said. I don't trust anybody, but I have to believe and trust that Kash Patel is going on the evidence he has, and have to trust him that he's not letting all the information detail based on the bringing out too much to the Hollywood. And when I'm saying Hollywood, I'm saying it's a term Hollywood to us and the public. So yes, Adrian, yeah, we I really appreciate these likes. It really helps our channel out and brings in new people. And be free to interact with each other. Do that. It's fun. You might not see these people. Be respectful. Disagree. Freedom of speech. And, you know, at the end of the day, a high five handshake back to that person. Because if we can do that on here, and we can do it in person, sky's the limit. Are we going to have these problems going forward? Unfortunately, we will. But if we can try, we can help 10%, 20% by doing this stuff, disagreeing on politics, on sports, on this, that, whatever, on foods. It could be a little bit better of a nation. It could be a little bit better of a world. Maybe we could save it for our grandkids. Maybe we could even save it for our kids. So we'll see how that goes. Jay, how are you? Good to see you on here. Yeah, really, Janine. Yeah, you wonder how old some of these little people, aka trolls, or people are on here. Absolutely, Adrian. I do go camping with a suit. You got to be nice and clean. It's how you do it. You go clean in the camping. You see me when I go camping. I was in a meeting, Adrian. Give me a break. I was in a meeting. Hey, shout out to Dave Griffin from Florida. Hello, Dave. Hey, by the way, speaking of Dave in Florida, if you feel comfortable, let us know if you're new. And let us know what state you're coming in from. Alex says, so cute, Daddy. Thank you, Alex. Appreciate you. I can't, Adrian. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate you. Hey, thank you for my older subscribers, my original subscribers, my moderators, and thank you for all new subscribers that are on here tonight. Like and subscribe. We're live almost every day, guys. I do take a break, and I give that break for myself. I also give the break to the moderators and who are on here. So every now and then, I like to take a break, but most of the time I'm live, sometimes 2 times a day. What's up, Ohio? Got to take a break once in a while, no matter what you do in life, guys. As you get older, as I get older, right, Ozzy? You got to take those breaks. And if you don't take those breaks, then sometimes you make errors. And by the way, when I mean errors, I'm not alluding to this horrific crime. Let me be more direct. You just make errors in life in general. So, but anyhow, I thought Vance was holding the casket. 30 was strange. Yeah, Jack. A friend of mine said that exact words you just said, Jack. If I'm reading that correctly. What's up, Los Angeles? Yo, Lee. Yo, Lee. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Jay, welcome. First of all, Jay, God bless you and thank you. What is our channel about? Well, thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. I really do, Jay. I'm serious. Well, Jay, we help out the homeless. We're in my shorts. We've been doing it for almost 2-3 years now, Adrian. And we have plenty of shorts. We're live. We talk a lot about, the breaking news, and most recently, the Charlie Kirk, Trump, politics, breaking news, and full positive on this channel. But mostly with my shorts, we're helping out the homeless. At the end of the day, that's what we try to do. So thank you. Thank you for the question. Appreciate that.
NFL Sunday ticket month to month. Join and cancel anytime.
Let me get some water. Get a little water, guys.
How much sweat are you willing to lose? Because when you do that,
now, Adrian, if you're just coming in, we are covering 9 days. Charlie Kirk has been deceased. And I got to say, Charlie Kirk's probably in heaven. I can say it. And he's probably like, and he's probably going like this, and he's probably going like this. But listen, 9 days, and now here it goes. Conspiracy stuff, and this, that, whatever. And that's fine, but to an extreme. So we're talking that. We're talking about other suspects possible. We're talking about, was this, I'm doing pretty good, Mike, one creep alone, or was he involved with another shooter? And that's what we pretty much have been discussing for the last 36 minutes. Jason, what's going on, Jason? Shout out to Lemon J. Did Lemon J come in here? Shout out to Lemon J, our loyal moderator subscriber. Big supporter. Hold on. Gary B outside over there. Who killed Charlie Kirk? Gary, I'm going to hesitate. No, I don't think so, Gary B. No notification. I don't know what's going on that Lemon J. Lemon J, the only thing you can do, and I think you try that real quick, Lemon J, is unsubscribe and unsubscribe. I don't know if that works. I've shout out to YouTube and brought that to their attention, not just on your name. Of course, I wouldn't do that, Lemon J, but on everybody. Some gets my notifications, some don't. And they said they're doing everything they could to try to fix and revise that, or modify that. So, hello, Lemon J. Amen to that. I love God so much. Amen. Amen. God bless you. So yeah, that's what we're covering, guys. I wanted to talk about something else. That's why I have to read my notes here sometimes. Oh yeah, I also want to talk about the Jimmy Kimmel protest. That's right. So there's a protest. Ladies and gentlemen, do you agree on a protest for Jimmy Kimmel? I'm just saying. Yes or no? What's your thoughts? You can see there Ozzy hasn't gotten the notifications either. Got it tonight though, right, Ozzy? Loop says no. Do you guys agree on Jimmy Kimmel protest? I'm not talking about protests in general. I'm all for peaceful protests, although I'll give you my thoughts later on how it gets to become riots. But a Jimmy Kimmel protest? I don't know. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on that? And by the way, for those who were watching my live on, was it Monday, Lemon J? Janine? I think it was Monday or Tuesday. One of those nights we had a big audience. Thank you so much. When he got fired, and by the way, guys, we're talking about Jimmy Kimmel. Donald Trump had nothing to do with him being fired. A shout out to Ken Big Fishin'. Hey, Ken Big Fishin', first of all, thank you. I know I say this all the time, but I really mean that. Thank you for that membership. Thank you for all the memberships on here. Here's the deal. Jimmy Kimmel protest. Jimmy Kimmel had how many days to apologize? So I think it happened Tuesday, guys, or am I wrong? Or was it Wednesday? No, I think it was Monday. Anyhow, he had a couple days. Has he apologized yet? Jimmy Kimmel? No, he has not. But he wants Aaron Rodgers. Do you guys know who Aaron Rodgers is? He's in NFL football. He played for the Green Bay Packers, on the Jets, and now most recently on Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers made a comment that I didn't like either. that Jimmy Kimmel was behind the Epstein files. And stay with me. Jimmy Kimmel goes, how come Aaron Rodgers didn't apologize yet? Excuse me, Jimmy Kimmel, what's worse? Yeah, Ozzy, I'm reading your message. Yep. Douglas. Fred, what's going on, Fred Lee? Yeah, I mean, I said this before. If you're new to our channel, listen. If Jimmy Kimmel would apologize, I probably still wouldn't watch his. He won't be back on. He'll be on a podcast. I never cared for the guy. I don't think he was funny. See, let's talk about Jimmy Kimmel. All right, let's put aside the MAGA and the Trump comment and the Charlie Kirk family. Put that aside for 1 second. No, Sal, we can't. I know you can't. Can we do it for 1 second? I never thought he was funny. I thought there's nothing wrong with a comedian talking politics, but funny stuff, and it should end funny. But I never thought he was funny. For me, he sounded like he wanted to be a politician on stage on late night at 11 o'clock. For me, I never cared for the guy. But if he apologized, I got off topic and I apologize. If he would apologize, I would say, nicely done. I don't want to see anybody lose their job, and I mean that. Nobody. Unless it's something bad. But this was horrible. This was horrible, and he should apologize. Now, by apologizing, should I give him back a job? That's up to you guys. But he should apologize, and he won't. And it's a shame to make those remarks. And ABC, shout out to ABC for making that, and the other Sinclair, I think it was Sinclair, who owns a lot of the channels. And by the way, NBC said shout out to NBC, because NBC, I believe it was NBC, or was it? NBC says, good job, ABC. They don't want them on there. And they're generally a liberal channel. Shout out to ABC, NBC for backing up that decision on what Jimmy Kimmel said. Sorry, I had a little brain freeze there. Jimmy Kimmel, that piece of crap. Yeah, wow, Anna, that is crazy. Shout out to Anna. So Anna, as soon as my word, I love when that happens. Well, I'm coming out with the shit, and there it is with Anna. As soon as I was coming out, she was spelling it. So you beat me to it, Anna. So shout out to you, Anna. Yeah, this man, he'll be on YouTube. He'll probably have 1 million subscribers, and he'll continue his nonsense jokes to a certain party, which is conservatives, and just horrible. Now, in other news, guys, real quick, I want to be honest with my conservative friends on here. Anybody who doubts that AOC, because I know, well, Sal, you said she has no chance. She has no chance for a president right now or near future. AOC, we got to be careful. Careful with this woman, okay? She could very well be in the Senate. This woman she's running the Democrat Party right now. Now, I'm not saying she's going to be a running candidate. I'm not saying that. But we got to be careful. We cannot overestimate AOC. She's a dangerous young lady who possibly could set herself up to be a Senate real soon. And in the next 12 years, possibly a president of the United States. So I'm just saying, I hope I'm wrong. Oh, Gary, I'm with you. Gary, but my friend, I'm with you 100%. But we can't just let it go. Oh, AOC. No, her name's out there. She's good on social media. I'm just putting it out there. She would have to turn red first in so many ways. She's dangerous, yeah. Who else was good on social media was who? And he had a 2-term president. And that was who? Barack Obama. They were good on social media. And she's slick. and she's out there with the youth. Again, I don't think she has a chance for president in 28, but she's setting herself up. She's making some noise, and I'm not out there saying I agree with any of the bullshit, by the way. I'm just saying she could be a dangerous person. When I say dangerous for YouTube, I don't mean dangerous in hurting anybody, but just a dangerous candidate. So, that'd be nice to get 100 likes. We got 87 likes. Thank you, Lemon J, for acknowledging that. I appreciate everything you do. I really do. Thank you. Dave Griffin says, we can't afford another Democrat president. You know, Dave, 2 high-five fist bumps. We can't. So perfectly said. There was no threats. What a good message on it. Perfect. We can't afford it. Think about that, guys. What a great comment. You know, no hate. I know you're saying, well, I could have, but didn't. We can't afford it. We can't. We can't afford it. Our kids can't afford it. Our grandkids, our neighbors, we can't afford it. No, we can't. Not right now. Maybe in the future if they change. Who just said hi? Oh, Michael. Michael, what's going on, Michael? Shout out to Michael saying hi. We appreciate Michael. We appreciate people coming in and saying hello. That's all I got to say. Hello. Appreciate you, Michael. Salute. Now, if you're just coming in late, we've been covering, once again, 9 days, Charlie Kirk, of these conspiracy theories, and other suspects, which could be held accountable. There could be other suspects, but not the suspects that we all think they could be, like in that area, maybe. But I'm saying suspects on social media like Discord. And that's what we've been discussing for the last hour. Under an hour, excuse me. Clint says, AOC only eye candy. Gotta light up a cigar, guys. So excuse me for 1 second. Let me get this cigar lit. Hey, happy Friday, everybody. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, what's this? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are doing well. And if you're going through any kind of sickness, or you're down, or family, my prayers are with you. Stay focused, stay positive. Prayers answered. A lot of things we can't figure out in life. I'm not making this religion. I'm just expressing. And be confident, and my prayers are with you. And remember, you will make it through this difficult day. By the way, anybody's coming across this channel, because we do help out the homeless here in Las Vegas. If you're coming across, because we have people who have phones, and come on my chat. My prayers are with you. Remember, you can change, and only you can make that change. And do not get hypnotized on the streets and your neighbors that are nearby. You can be just perfect and be better than that situation, because nobody should be out there on the street. So let me continue here on this. See here. So more arrests, according to FBI and Kash Patel. They are looking into more arrests, but they're not putting out any names. But the public are getting like Nancy. They want names, because we are, in the last 25 years, if I could say, we want more than what we're hearing, right? So we want wow. Backfire, that's crazy. So I apologize for that. Hopefully everybody was okay there. The bad car backfiring. I was going to say is, well, here's a perfect example. So that car, can you guys hear that? It's racing. Yeah, did you guys hear that? Backfiring, bad exhaust, cheap exhaust. But when I say we, I don't mean us. But the human mind wants, we want more out of it. We want more. I spilled this wine, we want the glass to break. So we expect more answers. Well, we want more out of the Epstein. We want to hear more names. We want to hear more in this assassination. More. And sometimes, I'm trying to make a point, is it's the obvious. One person who was bullied and on Discord, and they should be held responsible. But sometimes it's that. It's not another person that was on the roof, another person in the car. Or yeah. So what we have, for those who are coming in late, and I apologize to everybody who's been here. I know I repeat myself, but I just want to give this information to people that are coming in here late. What we know is there's a parked car that the suspect, Mike, I think I only did 1.5 tonight. Mike, you still here? The suspect, this creep who assassinated Charlie Kirk, parked his car 1 mile at a church. I don't know what church, but it was at a church. We know that. He was limping with a weapon between his legs. He turned his phone off after the assassination and then turned his phone back on. Did I say on? He turned his phone off and back on. And that's what we know. He had a transgender lover who was transitioned to be a woman. That's what we know. We know we had a mother who recognized him, who hesitated to report to the authorities right away. We know we have a father, a police officer, who called the FBI. And we know that this person, this lover, we'll say that, is he or she, a transgender, is doing what we know, is doing their best to give the information forward to the police. That's what we know. That's what we're being told. That's out in the public. Is there more? Yes. Should we know? No. We should not know everything. Why? Because more information is out there than those people, possible or suspects, can change their, a lot of things can happen. It can ruin the case. So, and this is in all cases. What's his name? Brian Kohlberg. Kohlberg case, this case, all case. They have to be very careful on how they put that information out there. And that's the truth. Now, they could be lying, Cash Patel. I mean, it's always possible that they can be hiding some, but let me ask you guys this. If Cash Patel is lying, the FBI, about some of this stuff, what are they gaining? What would they be gaining? Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was, man. That was loud. Got a street behind me, so the good news is there's nobody behind me. As far as another house, the bad news is you got these people who drive crazy and terrible exhaust. Very bad exhaust. Let's see here. We got here. Mega parents supplied the kid with grandpa's rifle. Hey, shout out to Ozzy Crosby, our other Ozzy, the judge, killer trans, last administration had it. There's a problem with trans community, maybe all poverty blockers and other drugs. Thank you for the comment. Mega is out of control from, you think Mega's out of control? What do you guys think to that comment? Be respectful. Is Mega out of control? Can you do something? Hey, Daniel Collins. I'm doing well, Daniel. Hey, Daniel, thank you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for that. First Amendment is deceased. Fred says, which part of Mega? Interesting. Great comments, guys. I try to read them all. It's impossible. I'm not just favoring. I just try to catch comments as much as I can when you have... We had over 1,000 in here, but 300 in the chat. I would tell you, but I'm afraid. Go to jail. Not out of control, just winning with the truth. High five, fist bump. Yeah. I'll just add to that. Winning and winning and winning, as Maribel says, with the truth. And look at this. Johnny on the spot. Money. All right. Deborah, it's debatable, Deborah, and thank you for your comment. And Antoine Raymond punches it in for Rutgers. So Rutgers brings it home. They're up 28-24. And just moments ago. I'm sorry for the noise in the background, guys. I have TV on. Let me lower it a little bit. Yeah, Sal, James. Hey, first of all, James, I hope you're doing well. God bless you. Sal something ain't right. Uh, in the shooting, James, you're alluding to? Hey, be free to chat among each other. DJ. See. I like some good comments here. I'm gonna read that comment here. I don't blame Trump for Jimmy Kimmel. I blame his employers. Yeah. You know, that's a yeah. DJ, I'm with you. You know, here's the deal, DJ, ladies and gentlemen. I do. I believe that. I blame the employers. I blame the people around them. But DJ, we at the end of the day make our decisions, right? It's like if I do a lot of speaking on personal training, boxing, and if I would encourage, and I'm not knocking anybody at all who take steroids. I'm just giving like an example. But if I start talking about on how good it is, it would have, and God forbid somebody took it and is unalive. And the other people that are producing my show, are they to blame? In a sense, but I am to blame for saying that, and you know, to young people mostly. Ultimately, I think it's the people who say these things. And again, Jimmy Kimmel, even though he was goofy and I didn't support him and said some crazy things, this here was unacceptable. Whether you support Trump or not, or you know you believe on Charlie Kirk's, it was just simply wrong, and there was no place or time to say that. He could come on, open up something like this: our thoughts and prayers with Charlie Kirk, and then led to some comic stuff, and then maybe could call Trump out being the yellow man, this, that, whatever. I still don't like it, but to come right out on the beginning of his show, Jimmy Kimmel, you need to look yourself in the mirror and maybe grow up. And I don't think we should crucify Jimmy Kimmel. But man, I think they did the right thing for him to lose his job. He needs to learn. And by the way, let's not feel sorry for him. He's got a lot of fozzles. He's doing well. All right. Anyhow, yeah, I mean, yeah, Trump, they're blaming Trump because the show got canceled. Trump had nothing to do with it. Trump was happy. Trump made a comment. We can discuss that, but Trump had nothing to do with Jimmy Kimmel. Kimmel. I say Kimmel, whatever his name is. Like I said, I very seldom watch the guy. Or any of them. The guys I like were back in the 70s and 80s. You know, I said them. Johnny Carson, Don Rickles, Arcity Hall, Eddie Murphy. Language was there, but I loved them. Richard Pryor. Funny shit. Good stuff. Yeah, they cussed a little bit. But that was a different world back then. That was funny. You can laugh. That was good stuff. Now, I couldn't tell you. None of them. They're all full of shit. They're just horrible. Hey, Sal, your options are to be a Democrat and go live in the basement. Yeah, really. I didn't care for Dice Clay. I actually trained Andrew Dice Clay, and I'm going to say this, and Andrew Dice Clay is listening. Fuck it. Sorry. Arrogant piece of shit. We're going to leave that. I hope. I don't know. It was a piece of shit. I don't wish harm. I wish him well. Met him. Arrogant. Jay Leno was corny, but he's okay. I didn't watch him much, but he was better than what we have now, right? But thanks for putting Jay Leno. I know I didn't mention. Yeah, he was okay. Absolutely, Bruce. He was. And in person, Bruce, You can't believe this. You think that, they're worse. Yeah. Don Rickles, somebody said it the other day, I think it was Mike M, or a few of you might have said it, or who. He was the best. Don Rickles, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor, not in that order. And as far as late night, Johnny Carson, there's nobody. Johnny Carson was amazing. All right. It was nasty, Sherry. Clay, yeah. The rhymes, everything about it, corny. Oh, Red Fox, shit. Thank you, John. John, I got a lot talking and all. John, yeah, the best. Really good. Really good. Thank you for putting that name out there. Flip Wilson, yeah. Oh, I forgot. Rodney Dangerfield. Holy, yeah, Clint. Wow. Really good. So, see, these are the names. Politics wasn't involved. Funny. We can argue that the language is a little too much, Eddie Murphy, but funny. But, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't have politics like it was then. It wasn't like that. George Carlin, yes. Mojave, yeah. George Carlin was good. Thank you for putting those names in. Yeah, a couple George Carlin. Red Skeleton, yeah. Jackie Gleason. Honeymooners. Good. Funny. Chevy Chase. Oh, great. Yeah, so these guys were good. Ed Sullivan. I remember that show, my grandma, may she rest in peace. We're going to sit down and watch Ed Sullivan. Good music. Clean music. Bill Cosby. Yeah, I don't like what happened, but I hear you, though. I hear you. He was good before he did some bad things. Yeah, Steve Martin was funny. The hand up somebody's coolie. The hand, planes, trains, and automobiles. Steve Martin was good. Yes. Yes, Johnny, you're right. Yep. I hear you, Andrew. Yeah, so a lot of good names. John Candy was the best, Sherry. Yeah, Benny Hill. Archie Bunker. Yeah, amazing. Funny. Meathead. Archie Bunker, Republican. Yeah, Clint. He was funny. Yeah. So many names, and, we can debate on their language, or, some people got offended, but it was a different time, and they didn't bring in the politics, and if they did, it wasn't like it is now with Jimmy, how do I pronounce it? Jimmy Kimmel. I apologize if I offended anybody or the name, and I really mean that. Yeah. All right. Hey, guys, I had a great time. Again, shout out, support your other YouTube channels. Look, I'm not here to say that some of these YouTube channels that are out there expressing their thoughts, but it's simply what I like to do is what we have out there, and I think sometimes we want more, and I think we just got to go on what science and what we have. We have a screwdriver, a towel, and where the car was parked, and as far as I'm concerned, they're going to investigate Discord, and probably more than half of them are going to be investigated. Doesn't mean they're going to be in sentence. They're probably going to, they might get held with a felony, or I don't know. We'll see. But as far as other shooters and stuff, until they say there's somebody else out there, I would have to say at this moment, no. Hey, shout out to Herbie Hancock. Shout out to Herbie Hancock and the membership. We appreciate you. Jeff, thank you for being here, Jeff. If it wasn't for you and everybody else on here, Jeff, then there's no live. So I thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody on here tonight and the past. Hey, shout out to Crystal. I haven't seen Crystal in a while. Crystal, if you watch this later, I hope you're doing well. And Isabel. And I think everybody else on here. Shout out to Fabian and some other the moderators I haven't seen. And again, if you just came on, you haven't been on here in a while, good to see you. So with that said, I always like to end my live with 2 minutes for you guys who are interacting with each other. to say your goodnights. And if you want a quick debate back and forth, you have 2 minutes there. And then I'm going to go off air to relax. Had a tough week myself. And I will be live tomorrow. Make sure you have all notifications. As we see earlier, Lemon J and Ozzy, our loyal subscribers and moderator. If you don't have all, just make sure you have all, and check the notifications so you get notified when I am live. All right, Ozzy. Hey, Ozzy, real quick. Thank you so much, and also prayers. Shout out to your family and your mom. As Ozzy, my mom is going through some complications right now, so a little prayers with all moms out there as we are all aging. And make sure, real quick, guys. You know how we do it at the end? Sometimes I forget. Make sure you spend time with yourself, your partner or your wife or your husband, your beautiful family and your grandkids before you get on the social media. And then you can have fun for an hour or two and support your other YouTube channels with a like if you enjoy what you're watching. It helps. They're working hard. And hit the like once in a while if you like, and subscribe to their channel as well as ours. God bless America. God bless Trump. God bless. May Charlie Kirk rest in peace. And I'll see you guys on the next live. Have a beautiful night. God bless you all. Bye. Oh, Ozzy, I seen that real. Ozzy, so sad, Ozzy. My heart are with you or anybody else. God bless, guys. Take care, guys.